This is episode 110 of Organizations Win Championships, an Odyssey 2400 sports podcast about your Chicago Bulls. I'm Dan Bernstein. Our producer is Spencer Ray. My podcast partner is Kentavious Caldwell Dope. And we have
Not your best work. I'm sorry, but not your best work.
Okay, can I try the other one I was going to use?
Yes.
Vlatko Clown Car.
Okay.
Is that one better?
A little bit. I don't think it has to pertain to the NBA.
I've been trying harder to make it NBA, but I know it doesn't.
Fine. All right.
I could call you every show. I could call you Dingleberry Assface, and it would be absolutely fine. So I'm trying to change it up a little bit.
What about Dingleberry Assface Jr.?
I did. Well, that's a different show. No, that's different. He's on a different show. I was laughing at Vlatko Clown Car, however. The Chicago Bulls are beginning their post-All-Star break run to glory. With a 22-33, they are, say it with me, 10th.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Giggity. Let's keep dropping.
Giggity.
The Bulls are resuming at New York, and then they're going to be playing Phoenix, so maybe that's a couple more losses. So let's start out by, Matas. Did you watch the slam dunk quote unquote contest?
I didn't watch much of it. I just saw the highlights because this entire All-Star weekend I just wasn't interested in whatsoever. At all.
Yeah.
It was lame.
It was bad. But poor Matas. And I watched just for him because we had him on the show last week, and he was super cool.
I'm sure he was. Yeah.
He's very confident. He is not, that young man.
Oh yeah.
Is not lacking for confidence.
Is he cocky or is he just confident?
A little bit, but not. I
kind of like it though.
I do too. No, he's not cocky in an off-putting way, because it's coming from a real place. He doesn't sound like he's saying it so he can hear it. He sounds like he believes it. And he plays like he believes it, because if he didn't play like that, it would be different. But
right.
But man, and so apparently Casey Johnson said, despite the fact that he missed that dunk 5 times, he went to practice and he did the dunk and he hit it his first time after he got back. But
the thing is that I really don't care that much.
No, of course you don't.
I really don't.
I'm not saying you have to. But
I have chocolate on my lip. I see it in the mirror.
What'd you have that was chocolate?
Mom got me these chocolate chip cookies.
What do you mean?
For Valentine's Day, she sent me like a giant thing of chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, why didn't she give me anything? Oh, she did. She got me an air fryer. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I heard about that. You were so excited because you could make wings.
Well, yeah, and the thing about the Ninja air fryer, I had week-old Tombstone pizza left over.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it was like fresh. Like it was brand new out of the oven. It's a time machine.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's a little intimidating because I've got to get used to it, but it's a time machine. It can take
Time machine.
It can take something old like that and bring it back. So
time machine. Cooking machine.
Cooking machine. You're right.
You're right. Stamp machine.
You're so lucky you didn't watch the All-Star game. My God.
Oh, Sunday? Oh yeah, I was doing homework. I was not worried about it.
Dude, it isn't even just the game itself. Like for me, a little bit of Kevin Hart goes a long way. And it was basically Kevin Hart screaming for 3 hours. The players were getting annoyed. He was live talking over everything in the arena. And like bothering the players, and then all his jokes are falling flat, and he was having to explain his own jokes. Oh my God. It was just awful.
I don't know. I saw you pitch something on the air if they're going to do a one-on-one tournament.
Well, it was
the
Marshall's
wager thing.
It was Marshall's. Did you watch the video of my the live betting?
The live betting thing, because if you're really buying into this sports betting thing, which Honestly, I think would be smart because that's what these guys are. That's what draws attention now is if there's money on the line, and and players do it, and that's why Jonte Porter is gone, and that's why
Terry.
Terry Rozier is being investigated. So I do think that something with betting could work. I don't know exactly what it is. They have some time to figure it out. The only thing is that I guarantee you that some of the best one-on-one players in the league won't be an all-star. Like DeMar DeRozan was not an all-star this year, and he is one of the best one-on-one players in the league. Cam Reddish is a ridiculous one-on-one player. I don't know if you saw him he posted himself in these Laker practices, and he was frying people. Absolutely frying people.
So, and the way we've been thinking about it is everything would have to count for one. You couldn't have twos or threes. Every basket counts for one, no matter where.
Not ones and twos?
No. Oh, definitely not. That'd make it even worse. Are you kidding?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
to be over like that. But
Yeah.
I imagine if you did everything counting for one, the other guy who wasn't an all-star, who I think would be really good at this, is Matas Sabonis.
Yeah, because he's quick. He can back you down.
Yeah, but I would just think like with any little height advantage and the little pump fakes and stuff.
I'm taking Wemby in a one-on-one. I'm sorry.
Not now. Not now.
I'm saying in general next year if they do that, but that seeing that news,
we'll get to that later. I have that on a list, but let's.
My bad.
So we will get to that later. But we can think of any number of ways to fix an all-star game. It may just be either not to do it, like the Pro Bowl.
Or it might just be cooked.
That's what I mean. Like the Pro Bowl realized it was cooked. The Pro Bowl's like...
And that's why they're doing flag football and all these challenges, and there you go.
But they have to not pretend that it's going to do a big number. You have to stop chasing ratings. If you are chasing ratings, you're going to have to sell out in all kinds of ways and have all sorts of silly stuff. But I don't know. Do they still want to have the weekend where everybody shows up in a city and parties? Yeah, but even they don't even party like they used to.
Right. Yeah. Because are you saying they meaning the players?
I mean, the whole NBA community. The players certainly don't. No,
because they're smart.
Yeah, the players also set the example. Like it used to be just a complete bacchanalia debauchery festival.
Like people were thinking that on the Saturday night before the Super Bowl, there were going to be players roaming around. No,
it used to be.
Right, but and I understand that it's New Orleans, but there were some celebrities out, that sort of thing. But and maybe some players that were in New Orleans. Like I didn't see Aaron Jones out, but I knew he was in New Orleans, so like. I wouldn't be surprised if he was on bourbon, but players aren't going to be doing that the day before a game, and just in general, why would they?
Well, why? I mean, even the stories I heard about the Bears team in 07.
Bears,
they were out.
Bears.
They knew they weren't supposed to be. I mean, the Bears team in New Orleans in '86. They were out constantly. They barely went to bed. They barely slept, but they knew they didn't have to sleep to win that game.
Yeah.
I heard a story. As long as we're telling stories, one of the early Arena Bowls. I'm not going to mention the teams, but I know one of the trainers from.
Arena Bowls, like arena football.
Arena football had the Arena Bowl back in the day.
Okay, I'm thinking of a team that you used to have a jersey of.
Not Chicago
Am I
Rush.
Okay,
but
that league. All right,
the AFL, that league. Because I know somebody who was a trainer for one of those teams. One of the teams was favored to beat the other by like 20 points. They got bonuses. They get cash bonuses for being in the game that the league gave them the day before the game. The players pooled all of their cash and spent all of it on cocaine. And they spent the entire night without going to sleep doing cocaine all night. And the next day, the team that was supposed to win lost like 60-0. And they didn't care. Then they went back to their regular jobs or whatever they did. True story. True story. I'm not gonna name names, but that's not what they called. The post All-Star break Bulls have some decisions to make. And
Yes,
we'll talk
they
about the injuries that
do.
they have, but they've got some real decisions to make about playing time and matchups and everything.
Yeah, they do. And also, I know this isn't Bulls, but what's going on with Luca? He looks like crap.
I don't
He
know.
looks terrible.
I don't know. Maybe he's living down to what his previous team's expectations were. I
And
did
also,
think it was
did
going
you?
to take time. I did think it was going to take
Yeah,
time for them to figure it
and
out.
he was also coming off an injury. But by the way, apparently multiple doctors said the Lakers shouldn't have failed Mark
Yes,
Williams' physical.
yes, yeah,
That's
and
really interesting.
there's going to be a grievance. Mark Williams' agent is even saying he played in that game last night, and Mark
Got
Williams'
dunked on
agent.
by LeBron
Yeah, well, that happens every once in a while. But
by a
here's
4-year-old.
so Billy Donovan talked to the media yesterday,
Hmm.
and he kind of for the first time sounded a little agitated when he was responding to questions about how he's going to manage this roster for the rest of the year.
Hmm.
And for the first time, and I don't know, maybe he's in a bad mood or something, but he was kind of saying like, well, he's like either way I can't. How do you want me to handle the matchups? He goes, if I put a guy out there who's not ready to develop him, and we lose the game, people are gonna say, why is he out there? He's not ready. And if I put a guy who is ready, who's out there instead of one of the younger kids, you're gonna say, why am I not playing the younger kids? You know, I'll play this guy against this guy or this guy against this guy. And so he sounded a little peeved,
Hmm.
which didn't bother me all that much because I mean
At
I know he's
all. Because that's what people say on social media. It's why doesn't he play more? Why doesn't he play more? Matas should get more minutes. Oh wait, we would win more if so and so got more minutes.
yep.
And so it's just like, can you just let the man do what he thinks is best for the team? He's not going to say, yeah, lose.
Well,
He's not going to be playing Javon Carter 48 minutes a game.
I think
I,
that
I, I would I would rather do a lot of things than watch that. No offense to Javon Carter. Well, kind of offense. But I don't want to see Javon Carter run around for 48 minutes and either airball or swish every shot. There's no in between.
to me it may also just be annoyance from Billy, the fact that he's got to clean up everything publicly, that he's got to be the
Mm.
spokesperson for everything. And we had a nice talk with Adam Amin today on the show, and he was really candid. Adam was about talking about the Arturas Karnisovas statement about the plan, about
Okay.
not necessarily we don't have to build around a superstar, we just need 9 or 10 really good players. And apparently behind the scenes, the Bulls are doing a much better job telling their story about what the plan is, because Arturas just is so careful and economical with his words and so reticent publicly that I think Billy might feel a little in between. So the question that I asked Adam Amin in our conversation today was when he said just 9 or 10 good players can win a championship. Had Arturas said instead, we're going to build up the floor. We're going to develop 9 or 10 contract controlled, solid, good NBA players with whom we can be competitive. However, we are going to restock our assets. We are going to maintain flexibility. And we're going to put ourselves in a position that while building back competitively, if a superstar becomes available, we will be able to move, able to put a package together and be competitive for that player and be an attractive enough destination for that player. So,
Right. Like I saw a report that the Grizzlies might be looking to move on from John Morant, something like that. So, and he's had his off the court issues past few years. However, this season he's been fine, and knock on wood, because I already jinxed one player. I feel really bad for DeJounte Murray. I bought a sweatshirt of him for $40 on Etsy.
you did
And
it
2 days
again?
No. That was a month ago, and
Wait,
he ripped his Achilles in half.
on
It's
Etsy?
2 days later.
Was
Etsy,
it like
yeah,
a
Etsy's awesome.
macrame hand stitched?
No, it's
like
just it's a printed on graphic onto a base navy blue sweatshirt.
Oh, okay. Because I thought Etsy was like little crafts and stuff. Like somebody did
No,
a
they have everything.
scrapbook thing.
No,
Okay.
they have shirts. That Dan Campbell Eras Tour shirt that I got
Yeah.
from Mom? That's where I
Yeah.
got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know it had that stuff. I thought it was all like handcrafted things that people make in their basement and they try to sell.
Okay, but
That's what I thought. I don't know.
never mind. But
So
what I'm saying is, I don't want to jinx John Morant. Would Chicago be an attractive destination for somebody like that? Who knows? I would,
But
if the Bulls created a package for John Morant, I would say hell yes.
but they can't. They have to
Right.
rebuild
That's what
their
I
asset
mean.
base. Yeah. No, but that's a good example. I think it's a good name. But and the other
Is
thing
he a superstar?
he was certainly on that trajectory.
I think he could be still. Yeah.
He's certainly derailed. You have to teach him how to take care of his body. But what Amin said when I stated it that way, when I said had Arturas said that,
Yeah.
I would have said absolutely okay, that makes sense. And Adam said he thinks based on his conversations with other people in the organization, that's what he meant to say or should have said or didn't plan properly to say, which makes me feel a little bit better. The only problem is it's not too late. It's unfortunately late to have begun that. Even if he articulated that plan, you still needed to trade Caruso for draft picks. You needed to get the draft picks for Drummond or get more
Anyone
for
for
Levine.
Vooch.
Yes, or anything.
And the
like
fact that I still don't, is it real that they were offered a first rounder for Lonzo, or is that like one?
Yes, it was, but the devil's in the details there because of where that pick would have been, and they would have given up a second. So it would essentially have been a pick swap to gain 8 spots with the first round commitment. Now, I probably still would have done it.
100%.
I absolutely still would have done it, but it
100%.
wasn't as simple as just
Don't
Lonzo.
Okay,
for
fine.
first.
But Lonzo in a second for a first round pick, it seems like it would be going to a good team. It'd be a later
Right.
first round pick, 25, 26, 27, whatever. That's 8 spots higher. And you can potentially get a better player in a really good draft. And you give up somebody that isn't going to help you win a championship in the next 2 years.
I tend to agree.
Why not give yourself the opportunity to get a better player?
I don't know. I do think that
Why
they
is he
value.
so passive?
I think
God,
they.
why is he so passive? Just make the move.
I think this is the last shot to rebuild something. They're going to have to show some evolution. They're going to have to show some progress.
I know GMs can't watch film on other GMs, but he needs to watch some film on Howie Roseman because that dude masterminded the NFL. He was ballsy. He traded up. He traded for AJ Brown. He paid a running back. Like that's how you do it. You have to have some cojones in order to get to build a good roster.
And Howie Roseman played it like it was Madden.
Oh my God, he wrecked him. Sorry.
And then he got hit in the head with a beer can. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, he knew it was awesome too. That somebody threw a beer in his head. So before we get to the Wemby stuff, the Bulls announced today that Patrick Williams is out. He'll be reevaluated in 2 weeks after receiving a platelet-rich plasma injection in his knee for tendinosis. So I had to talk to
tendinosis versus tendinitis?
Dr.
Dan.
I'm glad you asked because I did ask around, and I thought it was similar to ingrained or chronic tendinitis, but it's not. Tendinitis, as you know, is inflammation in the tendon. Ingrained tendinitis is chronic inflammation in the tendon. Tendinosis is a degenerative condition in the tendon. Which means the actual muscle fibers are injured or deteriorating. The actual tissue is damaged. It's not just inflamed.
Hold on. When you said tendinosis, all I want to do is goes tendinosis supposes his toes are roses, but tendinosis supposes erroneously.
Tendinosis.
Yeah, I had to. It was right there.
Alas, Adama Sanogo gets waived because he got hurt.
Mm.
They said out for a month, so okay, we need that two-way.
I saw some. I saw some Jameer Young stats though.
Yeah, I know.
You
But
know
look at
what he's got.
Sonogo's stats.
Yeah,
Sonogo's
that's
got
true.
ridiculous
He's
stats.
like 20 and 10 every night.
He's
But
averaging 20 and 11.
but when I look at Jameer Young, I see a lot of Carlik Jones coming back. My
Okay.
God, the man, the myth, the legend, G League MVP, Carlik Jones. I wonder where is he now? Probably destroying the Euro League or
Or
something.
China.
But
He's probably
yeah,
killing it in China.
yeah,
Or
Antonio
did
Blakeney
you see
stuff.
Javante Green got bought out?
Yeah, he's signing with Cleveland.
We're gonna see playoff Javante.
Oh,
Javante.
I'm totally repping his jersey for Mardi Gras because for Mardi Gras, all the guys, these girls have these, skimpy, crazy outfits, all shiny and glittery, and these
Mm-hmm.
crazy sunglasses, and all guys wear are basketball jerseys. And I have 5 for 5 days, and they're all awesome.
I have 5 of Broats.
I have 5 of Broats. Wait, what was that thing that you sent me of who said?
It was a reporter on WBBM talking about Governor Pritzker, and he was trying to say budget proposal, and instead he said Governor Pritzker unveiled his budget proposal. Like, Bringo.
Budget proposal. Praise me, Gord. Praise me, Gord.
What is your budget? Yeah, so that's
Today we're going to talk about money. And I have a budget proposal. Cold hard cash.
It's pretty good. Your Dr. Stephen Brule is better than it should be at this point. That's great.
What is that supposed to mean? Why is it supposed to be bad?
I don't know, but most kids your age don't even know who he is. So
They're stupid.
The letter that Tulane sent the students and parents
about
student
like don't
behavior,
get arrested. And
it is the
shit.
funniest. I read it on the air today.
No, you didn't.
I did. It's the funniest thing I've ever read because there's no way they would warn against these things if it hasn't happened before. Don't
I just saw and why
don't ride in the back of a U-Haul. don't ride in the back of a pickup truck. It says if you get thrown in jail, be prepared to spend at least one night in Orleans Parish lockup. Which I was talking to somebody today who
if you touch a horse, you go to jail. If you touch one of the horses, you go to jail.
What?
Yeah. Like, you can't touch the horses, otherwise you're thrown in jail. There will be people in jail.
But the funny thing was, when it says, like, your child or something, your student will spend at least one night in jail. Because you know how many times some wealthy parent is like, my adorable little Braden cannot be in jail. Oh, my God, get my
Oh, my God, I
guarantee
you Braden is in Sigma Chi and is drinking his ass off right now.
You know who I'm talking about. And everybody's sort of yelling, and the parents are all angry.
That's half deck. That's this entire campus. Braden from Sig Chi. There's probably Braden in ZBT. You know.
Yeah, who touched a horse and peed on a wall, and he's in jail for 2 days.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, my friend. When my friend got that email, she just said, basically, don't touch a horse and piss where you can't get caught. And I said, all right,
words to live by. How do you live your life, sir? Well, I pee where I can't get caught, and I don't ever touch a horse.
Yeah, I was just like, Morgan, what does this mean? How do people get arrested? She's like, basically, don't touch horses and just piss where you won't get caught. And I'm like, all right, fair.
Okay, cool. We can do that. All right, then. All right.
It's not like I was planning on touching horses or pissing.
Yeah, but now you're thinking about it, though.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about touching a horse. I'm so thinking about where I'm going to piss, and I'm like kind of scared now.
But yeah, a horse is going to walk by, and you're going to be like, I was going to touch the horse, but no, I'm not.
I was going to dip my balls in it. Oh, God.
Okay, so too bad for Wemby. That really sucks. I hope he's okay. Brandon Ingram did come back from deep vein thrombosis. I hope this isn't anything career-threatening. I hope it's not a chronic issue where he's going to have to be on a blood thinner that would prevent him from playing.
Like Chris Bosh stuff, yeah.
I mean, all of that. You don't mess with blood clots. I wish him the best. It is really, really, really too bad, and there's not much else to say. That's
Yeah,
all.
especially with the
Nobody did
season
anything
he was having.
wrong.
He was the shoe-in defensive player of the year.
Still will
Yeah.
lead the league in total blocks.
Oh my God, by a mile.
Yeah.
But he just isn't eligible for the award anymore, which really sucks.
And that brings us to the showdown. So we have a winner. Last week's crowd question was a simple one on organizations win championships. The crowd question last week was this. Outside of LeBron James, only one other NBA player 40 years old or older has ever recorded a triple-double. Who is it? And longtime friend Pete Gaines weighed in with gotta be the creepy pedo cowboy. and yes, indeed, Pete, you're the winner. It is Karl Malone, a.k.a. the creepy pedo cowboy. And I should also mention that he beat our former score producer, Nick Shepkowski, on that answer on Twitter by mere seconds. So our guy Pete was first and Nick Shepkowski was second. So congratulations on that. So I'll begin with my question to you, Jay.
All right.
On March 3rd, Jason Tatum is going to turn 27.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, he has the 7th most points in NBA history before age 27.
Okay.
And it's possible that before March 3rd, he could be up to 6th. All time before age 27. Now, not including Tatum, who are the top 10 in this category?
LeBron.
Number 1 with 17,460, the most points before age 27.
What I'm going to say, it might sound crazy because he's not there yet, but Luka Doncic?
No, that's not a terrible guess. But no, he's not.
No? Okay. I just didn't know if he had poured in that many buckets, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's there soon. Anthony Edwards is too young. It's good. De'Aaron Fox could be there.
Nope. And we're talking about ever. The history of the NBA, the most points before age 27.
Wilt?
Ever. Wilt is the guy Tatum could pass. Wilt is 6th.
Okay. Elgin Baylor?
No, because remember, players started later.
Right,
They went to 4 years of college.
That's tough now. Dwight Howard?
Nope.
Shaq?
No.
Oof. I guess I have to say Jordan.
Jordan is 9th.
Wow, okay. And I guess I'll say Kareem in that sense.
No. Nope.
Wow. This is a good question.
I thought so too.
I'm trying to think of Karl Anthony Towns put in a lot of points, but I wouldn't think he's there yet. Devin Booker?
Nope.
I just remember he had a 70-point game. Wow. This is hard. How old is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
No. You're not thinking about this right. All time.
You said not Elgin Baylor.
Correct.
But even though it's all time, it's tough because everybody went to college for 3 or 4 years. So I'm trying to think of like 2000s guys as well, like Carmelo.
He's 3rd.
Wow. Okay.
Carmelo's number 3.
Kevin Durant.
Number 2.
Okay. Russell Westbrook.
No, but you've got LeBron, KD, Anthony. You need 4, 5. Wilt is 6. Tatum is 7. You need 8 and 10 because Jordan's 9.
4, 5, 8, 10.
Yep.
Okay. Kevin Garnett?
No. That's not a bad guess either.
Because he came out of high school.
Yeah, but he wasn't like a
Kobe.
Yes,
Kobe.
Kobe's
okay. Yeah. Wow. Took me way too long to get Kobe. That should have been a no-brainer.
8 I don't expect you to get.
Is Allen Iverson on there?
No.
8 you don't expect me to get.
I don't
Whatever,
expect you to get it. I think it's reasonable you could get 5 and 10.
Reasonable.
8
Or
would have
have I seen either of them play?
Yes. One I know you've seen play in person. 10 you've seen play in person. I don't
Multiple times?
I don't know. I don't think so. And 5 I don't think you've seen play.
Ever. Okay.
And 8 you definitely didn't.
It's gonna be, what? It's gonna be somebody like Bob Pettit or something, like an older.
You got the right first name.
Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Cousy.
No.
Oh.
He's a Hall of Famer and he was an MVP.
Lanier.
No. Pretty good though. You got a couple of good all-time Bobs there. If you went Pettit, Cousy, Lanier, this guy would definitely be probably next on the all-time.
Is that an
Bob
MVP?
List. Yeah. He's a great player. Often sort of through the cracks. He had a bunch of like different iterations as a player. You don't really think of him with one team because he was sort of different guys in different teams. I don't know.
Wait, I know this isn't Bob, but is George Gervin on there?
No.
Oh, he was ABA though. That's right.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
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 Bob.
Don't worry about Bob. Get the guy that you think that you've seen play. Who's 10th?
Is he still playing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Still great.
Curry?
Nope.
Superstar. Still.
Yeah. Yep. Multiple.
AD?
MVP. Nope. Multiple time MVP.
Giannis.
Yeah.
Wow.
Giannis
I just thought
10th.
it took him so long to get going.
I know, but he was so young when he got drafted.
Yeah.
I forget how young he was when he got
Yeah,
drafted.
he was 18.
Like, this is the kind of thing that Cooper Flagg could end up on this list. I'm just saying, when he's going to be 19.
Cooper Flagg.
18?
I hear that name and I just get weak in the knees. Oh my God. I love his game. He would already be an MVP candidate, and I'm not kidding.
All right, I'm going to give you the others.
He's that good.
I'm going to give you the other names, okay?
Okay.
Number 5, Tracy McGrady.
Oh, okay.
And the Bob is Bob McAdoo.
Probably should have gotten that.
He had more points before age 27 than Jordan.
Yeah, but the dude's the dude. It was good. All right, my question is not as complicated. We know that Mac McClung three-peated.
Yes.
In the dunk contest.
Yes.
Who is the last person, the last white guy to win the dunk contest that isn't Mac McClung?
The last white guy to win the dunk contest, Brent Barry?
It is Brent Barry. Good job. Wow. Yeah, it is Brent Barry.
Right. Okay.
That was good.
Thank you.
And so I have the crowd question today. And I thought it was interesting when you mentioned MVPs. And so my question is to the crowd. Can you name every country that has produced an NBA MVP?
Ooh, there's some tricks in there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 countries. And I'm not saying, multiple, like obviously you'll know one of them because they've produced most of the MVPs in NBA history.
Sure.
So, or let's just say the other 6. So I'm not asking for players because every single time, as far as I know, these countries only produced one MVP. So, you know what? Screw it. Name the MVP and name the country that they were from.
7.
There are 6 more.
Non-American.
Correct.
The 6 non-American
MVPs and where they're from.
Oh, and they have to be born in this country.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well, send your answers to at Dan_Bernstein on Twitter, at Dan Bernstein on Blue Sky, or at Jason.Bernstein_ on Instagram. That was fun. That was good. We'll have a lot to do next time as the games are getting back to action, and the Bulls are going to try to get on with the losing and the rebuilding. Well, there's incentive to listen, right? So do subscribe and do download and do rate it and enjoy it and be a part of our big OWC family, and we'll get you next time.